Hello. Today I will show you how to add DHTMLX Gantt into a Salesforce Lightning Web component. We will be using the Salesforce command line interface to create Lightning Web component and upload it to an organization. First of all, sign up for a free developer account if you don't have one. On the left in the search bar, find and select DevHub. In the new Settings window, select Enable DevHub. Now let's create a base directory for the Salesforce DX project, and then create a Salesforce DX project via CLI. Now go to the created project to authorize an org using the web server flow. Update your project configuration file. Set the sfdc login URL parameter to your My Domain URL. You can find your org's My Domain URL on the My Domain setup page. For example, create a Scratch org. In order to start using the library, we need to upload it inside the Salesforce as a static resource. Thus, open your Scratch org. The next step is to add Gantt to Salesforce. To do that, open the Static Resources tab and press the New button. Give it a meaningful name. We use DHTMLX Gantt 7111. Choose the zip archive with the library itself. The archive must contain the JS and CSS files. And choose the Public Cache Control in order to improve the performance. Press the Save button. Congratulations! We have DHX Gantt inside Salesforce. But what is Gantt without data? The core Gantt entities are tasks and links. A good approach is to store all properties of Gantt entities as plain JSON inside Salesforce. So, let's create tasks and links objects for storing Gantt data. To create the tasks object, we need to open the Object Manager and select Create. Then Create Object. Here is the task object. Name the task object. Let it be Gantt Task. Press the Save button. After the object is created, open the Fields and Relationships tab. Press the New button. Select Number as the data type and press the Next button. Name it Duration. It stores the JSON serialized task properties. Press the Next button until the Save and New button becomes available. Now create a parent field. Select Text as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings, until the Save and New button is available. Then create a Progress field. Select Number as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings, until the Save and New button is available. Then create a Start Date field. Select Date Time as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings, until the Save and New button is available. We have just created the Gantt Tasks object with such parameters as Duration, Start Date, and Progress. In the end, it should look like this. Let's proceed with the Gantt Links object. To add it, open the Object Manager and select Create. Then Custom Object. Name the link object. Let it be Gantt Link. Now, we should create the required fields. Create a Source field. Select Text as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings, until the Save and New button is available. Then create a target field. Select text as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings until the Save and New button is available. Then create a type field. Select text as the data type. Press the Next button, accepting all default settings until the Save button is available. We have just added the ability to link Gantt tasks with each other. In the end, it should look like this. The next step is to create a Lightning Web component itself. To do that, we should change the component definition in Gantt.js Meta XML to expose it in the Lightning App Builder. So open the Gantt HTML file and add the following code into it. You will find links to the code to be added in the video description below. Now open the Gantt.js file and add the following code into it. The next step is to create a class that will make possible the interactions between the Lightning component and our data model. Open Gantt Data CLS and add the following code into it. Pull source from the Scratch org to your project, and then push the sources to the Scratch org. Finally, we need to create the Lightning page where our Gantt chart will be rendered. Open the Lightning App Builder and create a new Lightning page. Pick App Page, then define the page name and layout. You should see a custom Gantt component available for the new page. Append it to any region and save. Now, activate the page. Save the changes. The application page should become accessible in the App Launcher if you click it and type Gantt. If everything went well, you should see a simple Gantt demo running in the Lightning page. Now, you have a fully functioning Gantt chart inside Salesforce. You can view the full demo code on GitHub, where you can clone or download it and use it for your projects. Feel free to check out other video guides on the numerous features of DHTMLX Gantt and tutorials on integrating Gantt with different technologies.